Ladies and gentlemen, Cage Warriors Academy presents 3 final rounds for the Professional Featherweight Championship. Introducing first in the blue corner, weighing in at 145 pounds, representing Gym 01 Portsmouth, Alex BODNAR.
George is ready to go. He wants revenge.
Alex is a very long fighter for this weight class.
Yeah, Alex is pretty tall, big.
With it, George's pedigree, takedowns on him should be pretty hard by BODNAR, but it's a good way to slow somebody down. BODNAR taking control of the center of the cage with George working his work around the outside. Heavy body kick.
George has just got to slow it down a little bit, find his rhythm, don't get too excited, and don't get exhausted, like being too up and down. Just needs to slow it down. It's 3-5s, he's got plenty of time. Nice double entry there. Nice.
Great takedown by BODNAR.
Great stand up by George, straight back up.
Alex is smart. Get that takedown early, try and wear down at George. Slow things down.
George is a good wrestler, so he should be comfortable here. Nice, George. Yeah.
Great hips into mount.
Straighten them out. Nice counter by George.
Now this is where George wants to settle. Remember, this is a pro MMA bout, so he can start throwing some elbows.
George should just lock himself down in half guard and start throwing little elbows, short elbows.
Yeah. Just sit right down on that leg, get nice and comfortable, and then just start to posture up and go. Alex is trying to sweep that leg inside.
I feel
try to get back to guard.
Yeah, and I feel George needs to work a little bit because the ref will be looking. You gotta get work in these positions.
And with so much damage that can be done from these positions with elbows, there's no excuse.
George trying to pass over these legs again. He's pulling the arm, nice. Side control, hit. Got to go to the back. George can't go too high.
Yep, starting to ride hard, losing it.
Yep.
Now's the time for him to drop back down for the double. As I say it, he does it.
Nice.
Great
nice
fireman's carry.
That was very nice fireman's carry. I'm impressed with that one.
And it was a good setup. He baited it in. Now it's a matter of just relaxing and settling.
Just George needs to do be a bit more active in this side control. Just pepper shots, knees.
Start throwing some elbows to the body. Those things hurt right on top of the hip.
And it'll change Alex's mind when he tries to stand up.
Exactly.
If you get him punched in the face, you're not going to just stand up.
And you start peppering up that body, and it slows you down because it makes it harder to breathe.
Yep. Elbow, a little short. Good job by Alex with gaining guard.
And he's looking to try to get his back to the cage so he can start to work up.
Again, George, like I say, is not doing a lot for these nice little takedown, but not doing a lot from these positions.
Trying to stay heavy on top. Here's Alex again, trying to get
using
that
under
butterfly.
Yeah.
George was able to sweep that ankle. Now he's got to rain down some elbows.
He's got to watch the getting elevated. He's got to watch being elevated with the butterflies. Alex very good with the butterflies, elevating and getting back.
And he's doing it to mitigate any damage he might be getting. George being smart, he's elevating that foot up so where it can't come up over his shoulder, putting it in his armpit.
George, you got to watch these up kicks from the taller guy, like firing up the air. Like, oh no, he tried. He tried. As I said, he tried.
That one might have hit low, but we keep going. Just keep peppering those punches.
Yeah. Now he should be throwing shots. There we go. That's better.
Exactly. Nice uppercut from underneath. And again, back in on a shot. George needs to finish this. Watches in his neck. Like I said, watching
into a
his
guillotine.
neck.
He's got to be careful. There, he's popped out. Nice.
And he was smart when that guillotine happened. If you noticed, George lifted his shoulders to try to create a bit more space.
Got to watch the triangle, though.
Ooh, very short time left, and good job by Alex.
We go round 2.
BKK fighting out of the red corner. Alex BODNAR fighting out of the blue corner. Alex stalking George down with the strikes.
He's coming out aggressive, Alex is. I feel that Alex has probably got, he feels he's got the better striking. That's why he's trying to keep it and put pressure George.
And he's got the range advantage because he is.
Oh. Nice shot. Nice shot from George.
Good double leg from
nice.
George. And that's where that pedigree from wrestling comes in, where you just keep drive.
And he can buy himself some time, relax here. But he needs to get to a good position. Someone's bleeding, I'm not sure who.
Alex is, he busted his nose.
From the punch?
Yep. So that right hand that landed, that's gonna make it difficult for Alex to take deep breaths without having his mouth open.
I like George's controlling one of the legs to stop him posting up, to stand up.
Riding a bit high, he's got to be careful about that, but good hips to stay close.
Nice reversal by Alex. He's got a single leg now. He can finish this.
And again,
body lock. Nice slip.
Alex,
oh, straight into
great
back.
job by Alex to slip that attempted throw. George now needs to start fighting those hands with 3:27 left. Alex has got a lot of time.
George needs to slide his back to the mat.
Exactly. He's got to work to try to get his hips off and get his
that's
back
tight.
to the mat.
That's tight. George, yeah, just needs to, he's fine.
Yep, now he's starting to alleviate a bit of that pain. He's got to start to circle away. That's it. Keep trying to circle away.
He needs to push the elbow up. Push the elbow, get his chin down, push that elbow up.
And Alex is doing a good job of trying to bring him up onto his hip.
He's good, his chin's down a little bit. He needs to push that elbow up, pull that arm, and then push this elbow up to escape this position.
Yep.
The choke's not on.
And now it's a body triangle, so it's going to be even tougher. George is going to have to work on those hands and protect that neck underneath. And again, with that body triangle, it takes away a lot of the things that George could do with Alex riding high. But now that Alex is riding high, George can start to move those hips. He doesn't have that body triangle anymore.
Yeah, he should just get his hip. There you go.
Turn. That's
yes,
what I said.
Nice.
Now he needs to posture up because he has to make up all that time he lost by giving up his back.
Now Alex might have burned his hands a little bit there trying to choke. We know his hands could be heavy now. But also, George could use a lot of energy defending.
And the takedown with that much blood, it's going to make it a little bit more difficult, and with the sweating. So George has got to really look about trying to keep his hips underneath him, circling away, getting him free. Alex just stay in the same position.
Nice drop down. Nice.
And that's where that double leg, that power double comes from. Because doesn't matter how slick you are, doesn't matter how much blood, you hit that power double right, you can get the takedown.
Like anyone watching at home, these are some real nice wrestling exchange from George. Like you can
But
tell he wrestles.
I'm really happy with Alex's wrestling as well in this.
Yeah.
He's been able to work not only singles or doubles, hip throws, roll throughs.
They're stepped over again. Stepped over again. George has got the, too high.
And again, George is rushing it. Alex doing a great job of stink bugging, getting that head held very high.
Switch by George, he's looking for a switch. Still could get this.
With 1 minute left.
George needs to get stand up here, just stand up. There we go.
And George has got to start to move forward. He's got that explosion. We know he can hit that double from halfway across the cage. But Alex is...
They're both slowed down. Nice.
And again, and this is what George is going to have to do, is really put that pressure on with the takedowns if Alex is able to stand back up.
Now George just needs to step over the leg. Buy yourself some time, but rest. They're both tied now.
Yep.
Bloody, sweaty.
20 seconds,
Yep.
just try to get to half guard.
He's got to watch.
Alex needs to do exactly what he's doing and push that arm right up for that triangle.
I'd like Alex to reach in with a butterfly with his leg, because George is high. He could go butterfly and try and sweep. But it's a lot of energy these guys using here. Good.
A solid first.
Don't lose your temper. It's gone now.
Yep.
Move on.
It's over. Now you got to go out and win this round, possibly get that finish.
Oh, nice shot.
And that's the kind of thing that will help.
Nice deep hips by George. Good shot in from Alex, but
Alex
nice
did
hips.
the smart thing that when he got hit, he looked for the takedown. George needs to look to try to get this finish. He's having success with the hands. I wouldn't let Alex clear those cobwebs.
Yeah.
This is the time where you throw the 1-2.
George keeps his foot on the outside, he'll be fine. Because he's southpaw orthodox, yes.
And almost it's one of those things where I'm not even worried about the takedown. If I'm George, I'm thinking he's going to go for the takedown. Start throwing some knees. Knee him right in the chin as he's coming in. Alex doing a great job of baiting George in.
But got both guys using a lot of energy here, back and forth. George, wrist control, nice. Oh, look at that.
Beautiful double leg off of a 2-on-1 rush.
A lot of blood and all again. Splashed up and down the mat. Guess from Alex's nose.
And again, he's putting his head right in that right spot to really force that shoulder into Alex. But I wouldn't worry about taking his back. To me, that doesn't mean anything. Let's go some punches. Don't try to throw your hooks in. Let's crossface, lift that head. Alex is doing everything correctly. George going old school and covering the mouth.
Yeah, very old school. Dirty techniques. Nice straight by George.
It's nasty, but it's legal.
That was a telegraphed. Nice scramble.
George has got to watch his throat here. He needs to reshoot.
Nice drive by George.
And again, he's not giving up on that shot, which is fantastic.
It was good count by Alex, like into a throw, but then George countered that and back into a double.
George needs to get his hips inside. 2:45 left if he's going to go for this takedown, which he is.
Nice.
Nice. See what he did. He didn't overwork it. He just brought his hips in and then pulled Alex away from the cage. And again, controlling that far angle so Alex can't post up.
Yeah.
But Alex looking to possibly throw up again those butterfly.
Very good.
Very secure with those butterfly.
Very
guards.
good with his butterfly. He keeps turning belly down, trying to stand back up.
And he knows that George is going to go high every time he does that. For the first time, George didn't take the back, and he didn't fall off the top, and he's still in a decent position.
He's got to sing. He's got to watch this. He's got to watch his neck. I'm going to say he's got to watch the guillotine.
Now he's going to try to fight the hands.
He's got to watch his knees.
Knee right up the center. He needs to throw a knee of himself. Again, that's that wrestler mentality. Just keep shooting.
Relentless.
Got a minute 45 left.
He's got a minute 30, George has. Just over a minute 30. This is, like I said, this is... Oh, no. George throws an elbow.
Again, another
sprawl.
elbow.
Nice heavy sprawl.
With 1:30 left, George has got to keep that far wrist control, which he has, which will keep him from being able to get picked. But Alex needs to figure out a way to finish the single.
Nice switch.
This is smart by George. He's controlling that into that switch. He needs to reach up, pull him away from the cage, and settle down. And now he needs to start throwing some elbows. With 1 minute left, he's got to be careful not to get stuck in this triangle, but just keep moving. He's doing a good job of not taking his foot off the gas this round, which is a necessity.
I said I'd like to see George open up a little bit now, put a stamp on this round. I think he's done enough for this round, but he lost a point in that last round, so I don't know how these judges are going to score it. But relentless with the takedowns, and here. He just needs to keep hitting. Drag him down, yes, drag him down. Don't give up on it yet, and beautiful.
And there you go. Now posture up, start throwing some elbows. Alex needs to get back to butterfly. Takes a deep breath. Trying to kick those hips.
He's got to watch his triangle. Got to watch the triangle.
And George trying hard not to get that arm trapped in there.
Nice work by George. And all credit to Alex, working well off his back with them butterflies.
A great job by Alex working.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecard. The first judge scores about 29-27 TANASA. The remaining judges both scored about 28-28 for this is a majority decision draw.